Hello everyone. Today I will be working on this nice looking Akai GX-95, and this is a multi voltage version. So what I see so far, I just put it on the bench and power was on as soon as I put power plug in the socket. That it's power's on, we have everything. The startup cycle went through, so indicators has been blinking, and then stabilize. Alright, that's it, done. Right away I see that indicator sits not straight, so right corner is lower than the left corner. You may see yourself. Remove a little bit of light. All right. So so it tries to operate. Oh my gosh, the left arm is missing. Really? You see there is no left pinch roller arm. Come on. So what we agreed, I will use one of my decks for parts to restore this deck to its former glory. All right, let's see how it comes out, because owner said that multiple parts on tape transport are missing, so someone significantly messed up with this deck. It was sitting in other service in United States for quite a long time. Now owner pick it up and ship it to me with the hope that I would be able to restore it. All right, so first things first, let me remove the top parts, then let's take a look inside, and then I will remove tape transport and see what I can do with it. See you soon. Hey guys, and here I'm continuing investigating. So I see the belts still here, and it looks like the motor works and so on. This looks for me like original zip ties, so I quite puzzled how they've been working on the tape transport without removing it. Or they didn't disconnect, they probably removed the front panel and then pull it to the side to work in it. Really? Why? Cut the zip ties, remove connectors and pull it out. That's everything you need, right? A little bit more complex with this deck because you need to remove bottom panel and unscrew also two screws which holds the tape transfer from below there. But not that much of work. Still, this panel is removable. I will go step by step and show you how it will look like. So we will remove the front panel, not to scratch it. And then I will open the bottom panel, and then I will remove screws which holds tape transport, remove all wires and pull it out. And then we will work on it. So what I see, fast forward and rewind works, because those sits on the intermediate voltage levels, which adjusted by these two ports, but stop and playback position are not correct. So voltage is not correct. That's why CPU is trying struggle to get to the proper position. So we will have to adjust it to proper levels, and it's quite easy to do. I see these cables intact, so not quite sure what they did mess up with. So let's start from opening the front panel and move on forward. See you in a moment. Okay, that's how it looks like with front panel removed. I'm already adjusted a little bit angle for the indicator, so the legs are flexible, so don't be scared, it's easy to do. What I mentioned, you see the nut is in place, so someone did intentionally, and the spring which should work on the left arm to ensure in the tension. So someone intentionally removed left arm And my understanding, probably it was tubing tapes or whatever, and they just decided not to replace pinch roller but remove the arm. For me it would be easy to replace pinch rollers. You know what? You see, those has just like a single E-ring holding them. Remove E-ring and replace pinch rollers, as easy as that. Alright, so it still works somehow. Now I will remove the bottom part and let me pull out tape transport and let's see in detail what's really happening there and if someone was working on it and like what they did before. See you soon. Alright, I open it from below. Zip ties are original, so looks like heads were not removed, and like you see wires hasn't been pulled out, so everything is tight. That's in famous glue with conductivity, so I would need to remove it to avoid problems in the future. But as you may see in this like version, it's a version MK1. There are just few places where we need to touch and remove this glue to avoid problems. With MK2 there are more, so make sure to follow my video when I was removing it and fix it issue with MK2. Alright, those two screws, one is here and one is here, which hold the tape transport, and we would need to remove them, and two from the top. Alright, these capacitors, why one key? It should be 1 microfarad considering the size. Really, I need to check with schematics. And these two highly probably and these guys highly probably need replacement, but we will check if the THD is still in norm. I would not touch it because removing this board requires lots of disassembly, really, believe me. So it's required to remove this panel, required to unscrew everything on the front, remove connectors which holds on the top here, right? And then there is more issues which prevents it just to easily be pulled out. Interesting, this vertical board don't have anything on it, just installed like ground was, really, but there is no straight connection, just from here to here, really. Not sure why they installed it this way. Alright, Hitachi Dolby chips and the famous amplifier. Alright, let me work on it, see you in a moment. Alright guys, I disconnected these cables from the control board, and here is the wires which comes from the heads. I have to disconnect from the bottom of the deck. Alright, and now I will be able to slowly and gently pull them out through this hole. Alright, and now tape transport is free. We can work on it. I'm not sure how they work on it. I see belts are not the original, but really maybe they didn't replace, maybe it's original belts. I'm not sure. Let me know if you've seen originals, but it still looks good, not so stretched. See, still should work. All right, let me remove the deck body and I will start working on the tape transport. Probably it will take some time to pull the spare tape transport to work with this one. See you soon. Alright, working on. All zip ties original, all lubricant original, and belts original with original mold on them. Alright, this belt I just measured it with my ruler. It has 120 millimeters half length. So that's how original belt looks like. It's polished inside already, as you may see. All right, some lubricant there. Really good that they're not molded yet, so it would be easy to clean. Oh, capstans are dry. They're not rotating well. All right, so I will disassemble, clean up everything from the back, deoxidize this pot. That's a necessary condition to make sure it will give proper voltages to the CPU to understand the position. Add lubricant to this big command gear. And there will be a couple spots when I remove the capstan. So there are a couple spots when we can get access and lubricate this gear, so it will start moving smoothly and easily. And then we'll get to the front side. I believe like everything should be good except the left pinch roller arm, all right, which require new arm now and pinch roller. All right, let me work on it. You know the procedure, I did it multiple times, so nothing to worry about. These tape transport are super reliable and super heavy. What I mentioned, from all the screws on the tape transport, I consider the zip ties were not touched at all. I had to cut quite a few. Only this screw, which was holding this motor, was touched, and even two back screws were not. So I'm not sure what the company was trying to service this deck, but they did nothing, believe me. Right, they even didn't pull tape transport. All zip ties were original. See you soon. Okay, I just completed lubrication. So lubricate gear here from the bottom, then rotate it to the other end, lubricate again and rotate a couple times. Lubricate for this lever there. Lubricate for this lever down there. Alright? That's 3 points. And through this hole you may deoxidize this spot and rotate a couple times back and forth to make sure that it will be cleaned up inside. And that's everything you need to do. So I removed the capstans, and bearings are super dry. Like when you remove it, you just can feel that it's not goes easily, like, and it's just bad. All right. So let me continue assembly, and then we will close from the back and open from the front to replace idler tire. See you soon. Okay, I just completed lubrication and assembly for the back side of the tape transport. Everything works smoothly. You see capstans rotate quite long, belt is straight. Here installed the new belt for this command motor. Now we can put the wires back here. All right, and next I will work on the front side. That's where I will open the door. And now in this position, I would be able to unscrew these 2.5. All right, and remove the spring, which closes the door, and pull this a little bit to the side to release the tape transport and remove the door. Or I can do it from this side, like unscrew these two guys and pull this a little bit to the side and remove the door. Either way. Right, and then I will remove this cover as easy as that. All right, come on, the wires, don't let it go. I need to pull it a little bit. Oh, yeah. And then I remove this panel and get access to the idler. So see you in a moment. Okay, and here I get to the idler, so remove the door removing this panel with the light. Now removing this spring like that, and gently removing the whole idler assembly through this available space. Right, I need my two hands, just like gently pull it up here, and done. Now I can replace idler. See you soon. And welcome, new idler. See, it's matte, and the old idler is plastified already. All right. Now we'll assemble in the reverse order and then install pinch arm and roller from the donor deck. And let's see how everything will perform. See you soon. Okay, everyone. Donor parts are installed. So now we have left arm, new pinch rollers. Has a little bit of wear, but you know the Akai heads is almost not possible to wear. All right, I record rise head a little bit off to the right, as you may see. Come on, just a little bit tilted to the right, so I probably will fix it. It's not critical, but we like everything perfect. All right. And this will be time to assemble and check how everything will perform now. See you soon. Guys, while I was checking everything manually, I found another issue. It's famous lubricant, which on this shaft with right pinch roller arm. And I spent some time like removing it to clean up and lubricate because it was barely moving. All right. Make sure you check it up when you disassemble your decks. See you in a moment. Okay guys, assembly of this deck is quite interesting because we have to fish the cables through this small hole here, and then only after that we can continue installing tape transport in. Otherwise you would need to remove this board to get to the cables. All right, it takes some time, but patience, and you can do it. See you in a moment. All right, everyone, tape transport has been installed and I'll do preliminary testing now. As you may see, it works quiet and quick. Fast forward, right. And music playing. All right, let me do some tuning. And I will tell you how it performs. See you soon. Here guys, I'm starting testing. Oh, sorry, these buttons don't work well. Well, they are without front panel because due to angle they will bend down, sorry. So the frequency 2980. 2979, so adjusting right here. 2994. Right, I need increase amplitude so counter will work properly. 2995. $3,000. Okay, let me see. It should be pretty stable. Let's connect headphones. Yeah, good one, flutter. All right, next would be azimuth. I see levels are off, so full tuning is required. Let's see azimuth. Yeah, I just tuned it using the other tape. Let's do it a little bit more precise. 10 kilohertz. Good. Now levels. I believe levels are off. I tried like Dolby C recorded tape and it sounds on left channel okay, on right channel like low level. Yeah, see? And it should be Dolby, not 0VU, it's incorrectly set. This should be Dolby level. So we kind of like 3 decibels off. All right. So let me adjust it and I get back to you soon. Hey guys, I told you levels were off, right? And even if I increase the Dolby levels, there still was playing weird on the right channel. So I used my mirror tape and check it up, and head was sitting like too low and tilt was bad because when it started play, it was shifting to the side. So like I spent some time tuning the head, used my mirror tape and my gauge, and then also I had to adjust a little bit height here, and like to make sure that tape between pause, like technically it's pause here because deck is always on pause, and it's don't have stop mode because heads are always engaged, right? And play. So now between pause and play, tape doesn't shift. It just goes straight, and like, there is no movement on the side. And now height is good, tilt is good. Now I have to tune up azimuth again. So, and levels. Let me connect my oscilloscope back and install tape, and I meet you right there. All right, I connected. Now I will start playing, and azimuth is way off, so I will be tuning because I'm using just visual view to set it up. And now we can use the tape. Okay, let me see. It's Dolby. Sorry, I need to turn off Dolby. Let's see what we have with azimuth. Smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger. Now azimuth more stable. Again, this side, other side. I believe I may adjust height just a little bit because levels are a little bit too low from what I expected. Let me see. See you soon. Definitely high was a little bit off, so you may adjust like using 1000 gears tape, or I'm using 400 gears, and you may see we need to get the maximum levels on both channels because it's stereo tape. All right, now azimuth is off. Also, let me check the tilt a little bit because we changed it. Okay, and now azimuth. Why amplitude is changing when I'm changing azimuth? Anyone can understand this? Okay, now height. Something weird with this tape pass. Why azimuth changing amplitude? I didn't get it. Okay, I need to check more. See you soon. Okay, guys. This heads took me another hour to set up. It was quite complex to make it work the same way, like at 400 gears in phase and 10 kilohertz in phase. You see, it's in phase on 400 Hz, and now it's in phase and on maximum levels on 15 kilohertz. No, 10 kilohertz, sorry. Done. It took a while to play because really azimuth was like changing the height position, like it kind of was playing in three-dimensional. I'm not sure why, maybe soft spring already, whenever. Now, when everything is tuned here, I will have to seal all screws. It took me a while, really. It was like, if I get azimuth on the 400 gears, it was not giving anything on 10 kilohertz, and like vice versa. Like I had to play around. Now, let me install the tape with the music and see how it will play now. If there will be good high frequencies. One side should be with Dolby C. Oh yeah, it's with Dolby C. We have high frequencies finally, and levels are good. It took a while, really. Okay, let me continue working on it. And when I adjusted heads, the playback levels get too high. I had to reduce them for 3 decibel. So technically I returned it back as it was. All right. So someone did a big mess with this deck, really. I hope I would be able to return it to the former glory. Stay tuned. See you in a moment. Hey guys, I'm learning one more issue with this deck. So high frequencies, you see, dropping like almost 5 decibel from what it should be. And I cannot compensate this with the 10 kilohertz playback pods, because if I do it, I get a significant bump, like almost 4 decibels, around 5 kilohertz. So how to fix it? I will have to install capacitors in parallel to these two guys. You see these two guys? C101 and C102. I need to install bigger values to compensate the loss on the heads. See you soon. Okay everyone, introduction of 220 picofarad in a parallel to original 120 gave a fully linear response. Left channel is like flat through the whole range, and right channel has a drop of 1 decibel and 15 kilohertz, which is perfect. See 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, right? Alright, tape just ended, I need to rewind. So we achieved perfect linear response, and I'm adjusted the playback response here, right? To make sure that we have a fully linear curve, which should correspond to the proper levels during playback. And now the deck should start playing all frequencies on both channels right away, because minus 5 decibel drop was too much. I can understand 1, maximum 2 decibel drop, but 5 decibel is too much. All right, now let me check again playback levels, check again like how it will play, and then we will start tuning recording, right? So here record level, 2 pods here, bias, these two with HX Pro on, and these two here with HX Pro off, and then it's for type 1, and then like type 2 here and type 4 here, right? So these two with HX Pro, these two without, type 2, type 4. All right, and here is a calibrator unit. All right, so that's a level, left right channel, and that's bias left-right channel. All right, let me work on it more. See you in a moment. Okay, everyone, I tested playback using multiple tapes with Dolby B, with Dolby C. Everything plays perfectly now. Now, new challenge. I just deoxidized this volume port. It stopped crackling, but the levels, you see, only right channel gives good level, left channel significantly reduce it, and it's source mode. So as you may see right here, I have a problem. Left channel don't give the level. I'm still trying to understand what this could be, but looks like you would need to measure. All right, something is definitely wrong. So far, I don't see quick solution. I would need to get schematic and start going through schematic from the input and to the output. Let's see, let's test the other inputs. If it will be better, if you can use balance port. Yeah, it's better, but it's still, let's see, balance port. So there is no balance port, so there is just difference between left and right here. We still have like significant difference in the levels, as you may see. Like it's 10 decibel, 9 decibel difference. All right, looking further, I thought this would be a little bit easy. So far, no, nothing easy with this deck. I had just had a little bit more, just like to make sure that all Dolby B, Dolby C tapes, factory tapes, will play just perfect. It was like a little bit off between like whereas the song was playing, it was moving to the left, all performance, all vocals and so on. All right, come on, I will fix it. See you soon. Okay guys, I just did measurements, right? I started from the input. We have 1 volt. It gets to the port, then gets to the resistor capacitor, it gets to the pin 1 on the Dolby chips, and the level difference is already here. So I went further and I went to right to the port here, and you see those wires, black and white, right? So I measured on the white, we already have difference. So this port is faulty. I'm not quite sure if I would be able to fix it because it's specific lengths and it's 2 pong, you see, one and the other, and it's 250 kilo ohm. So probably we need to find replacement. It will require me to remove the board, desolder this port, try to disassemble it. If not, so we would need to find a new one. All right, this might take some time. Unfortunately, I hoped that it would be complete today, but now I don't know. All right, moving on. See you. Bye-bye. And lucky me, and lucky deck owner, what did happen? So you see, both indicate the same level, right? And first of all, it wasn't assembled correctly, right? And I readjusted the, I don't know who did assemble it, but it was like assembled separate piece wrong. Like you see this top cap, it was installed like that, right, with shift, and that's where like it was adjusted with significant difference. I'm not sure. I remember I tried to adjust the balance between channels and it didn't work. And now you see it goes and it's synchronous. Good. Maybe that's the oxidant start work. I'm not sure. Now it works. And I'm glad to report that we can move forward. So now left right channels even, so that should be 0 decibel, right? And on Akai DEX it should not be lead, right? So minus 3 decibel on the TVM, and it should show like that. That would be the proper level. Now let's try record BS and this adjustment in the middle, and I deoxidize it all ports, and levels looks to be correct for type 1 tape. A little bit off, so that's the source, that's the tape, half decibel. Okay, we can correct it. That's 2 ports. We need to correct left channel, add a little bit, and right channel reduce a little bit. All right, now source tape, great. Now I will be adjusting to minus 20 decibel, remember, like that. So go to 2 volts and change it to 0.2 volts, and it gives us minus 20 decibel right away. See, I just switch it to diapasons, and we have minus 20 here. And now we can check the bias. So frequency 400 Hz, 10 kilohertz under biasing, 15, significantly under biasing, and it's HX Pro off. So this is 2 ports right here, and we need to reduce it, so it will be minus 3. One channel and second port. Minus 3. All right. Now turn on HX Pro. No, this one, HX Pro, and use the other 2 ports to adjust to the same minus 3 and to the same minus 3. Now let me connect the oscilloscope so we would be able to see signal that's recorded. All right, so without HX Pro, all right, now it's different. Now we need to adjust without HX Pro. I don't remember, like this Akai may start with HX Pro. Now with HX Pro, without HX Pro. It looks the same levels, same levels here. Good. Now we can check response. 400 Hz, 1000, minus 1 decibel, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 0.4, 16, 17, 17.4, we're still recording, 18, it started to drop, 18.4, so up to 18 kilohertz, type 1 tape, and it's pretty linear, you see, just like plus 1 decibel below 1 kilohertz, so interesting results. Okay. Now, type 2. Recording. All right. Source tape. Good levels. Now we can adjust bias. 10 kilohertz, 400. We don't need to change. 15 kilohertz. Ah, it's source. Oh, tape. Now it's low. And I don't like how it look like. HX Pro on. Don't change much. For some reason. Let's adjust Chrome bias. Alright, that's better. Left-right channel, not even. But on this tape, comparing to type 1, I always have like about 1 decibel difference. Alright, and the last one, metal tape. Let me see and adjust. Metal recording. .400 Hz proper level. Source tape. Okay. 10 kilohertz. I have reduced level. Adjusting right here. All right. You have proper level, not in phase, but proper level. It did record on type 1 much better. It was in phase. All right. Now type 1. We see type 1, we record in phase. So it depends on the shell and how it sits and how it works on the deck. All right. Let me see. 10 kilohertz, 15 kilohertz. Good. Pretty linear. No, 10 kilohertz. Level a little bit off. I don't remember. I believe generator here is 8 or 10 kilohertz, not 15. So we need to adjust bias just a little bit for 1 decibel. All right, one channel and the other channel. All right. Now source tape. Source tape. Good. And now we can adjust the calibrator unit. So turning on calibration, and it's right there. I just will touch bias a little bit. Done. That's it. One segment was blinking and now it's stable. All right. So now what I want to do, check indicator levels. So I need 400 Hz. Okay, levels good. Levels, we need 0 decibel. So okay, levels good. Here Adjusting left and right channel. 0 decibel, 0 decibel. Okay, done. Now minus 40. So it's minus 20, minus 40. Minus 40 decibel. Segment doesn't lead. Start to lead. Just bare touch. Right? It should start lead. Okay. And now switching back to zeros. And zeros are correct. Done. So that's all for this deck. Okay. Playback level here. Playback frequency response here. Record level here. Indicator level left, right on zeros and minus 40. Calibrator, bias and level. Complete. Now I will record check that everything works with Dolby, Dolby C, and we'll assemble. See you in a moment. All right. Here our deck assembled and ready. Let's do some music test quickly. I will not play long, but at least to give you a taste how it records. Calibration. Right there, as tuned. Right, recording. I'm playing the song. Recording. Source and tape. There are just difference in the hiss. This deck performs really great, and what I really much like that bass is there that it should be, so it's pretty linear. All right, so next TDK SA. It gives significantly less hiss than Type 1. Calibration. Bias a little bit. Oh, it's level, sorry. Just need to add bias a little bit. Okay, done. Recording. Tape. Source. Tape. No difference. Okay, now let's switch to the Type 4. And it loads tapes fully, so still great deck. Calibration. Bias, not even. Okay, and reduce level. All right, done. Zero difference. I was just listening in the headphones and there are really zero difference, guys. All right, really great deck. It's appeared to work perfectly well now. Had a bad history of repairs, unfortunately, but now after my repair, I believe owner will be enjoying for long years. Thank you, everyone, and stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, and I would be glad to hear your thoughts for my videos. Thank you, and bye-bye. Hey guys, and I had to open deck again. I was doing more testing, and suddenly I mentioned that on the metal tape, it was not fully rising. That make me think there's something wrong. I did spend another like 1.5 hours already to fix the problem. So what's happened? Even if I used my gauge to set the guide correctly, right, to the proper height, The problem was that on the factory, the record head installed a little bit higher, like about 0.5 millimeter high, maybe a little bit more, 0.7. And as a result, it was arising differently. Like I had to readjust the left guide. Okay, I put it to the position when tape goes just directly in the middle, because also like when I record one side, then reverse and record the other side, and then reverse and play it back, I think that right channel was losing like 2-3 decibels. So made this guide so the tape goes straight through the middle of the rise head, because there is no adjustment for the height and for this head, and then readjusted this head again, realigned everything and so on. All right, now with Dolby B it plays factory tapes perfectly well. I tried, I recorded on this deck, then like tested on my other decks, and recording like levels and high frequency, everything is there. So just to make sure, testing like from both sides, testing that tape don't slip to the side, so everything like many times. And I did another test and tested like to see that tilt is correct, so there is like no gap when I put a proper light there and so on. Lots of work, but results of this deck plays really well. I didn't expect so that it will play that good bass, really. Usually the first generation of Akai 95 and 900 store and 900 store EX didn't have that good bass, only EV, but this deck does. So really excited. I even proposed it to owner buyout. He is eager to use it, so let's make sure that he will be happy. So doing more testing, because like I like to make sure that everything would be perfect when I send the deck back. Okay, so that would be it. I will close it again and ship it back. See you and bye-bye.